Her stories don't check out and I know she's hiding something. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. So last week my wife told me she was going out for drinks with a female friend from work. They go out once a week or so, multiple times in a week on occasion. A little background, we have been together for 25 years at this point. My wife dealt with pain pill addiction for many years. The last 15 or so on another addictive med that kept her out of withdrawals. She recently got off of that and has taken to drinking all day now. In the past I was unfaithful, but we got beyond that, or so I thought. She has admitted to me that she slept with her ex-husband not long after we met, but not to anything else. She told me before about all the times she cheated on her ex and that she would take it to the grave before she ever admitted it to him. She only told me about sleeping with him to hurt me at the time. Anyway, there is another guy that is actually the father of her niece that she had a relationship with before he got with her sister. I know this and have known for years because I saw their emails. At that point she felt compelled to tell her sister about their relationship so that she didn't find out on her own. She felt that it would be too hurtful to not address and that if I ever learned the full extent of it I would leave her and take our kids. I've asked her about it before and she has always denied it. Fast forward to Friday morning. She leaves the house in the morning to go to work. She reminds me that she's going for drinks with her coworker and that she may be home late, but probably not. She claims to have a hard time being around the coworker for too long because her energy is too high. Around 4:30 she sends me a pic by text of the two of them and says that they are having a couple of drinks at her house and then they are going out. I acknowledge her message and tell her to have fun. Around 8 hours later she sends me another text saying that they are going to her house for a couple more drinks and to watch a movie. Again, I say okay and tell her to be careful and I go to bed. I woke up at 9 a.m. and she never came home, so I sent her the wow text to which she didn't respond. She read it but didn't reply. Our kids are worried. I already checked the local county arrest record, just in case she got stopped for DUI, nothing. I don't hear from her until she staggers in the house at 4 p.m. She comes in and lingers by the door where I can't see her for a minute before she goes into the hallway bathroom that she never uses. Instead of walking the 10 steps past me to the master bath in our room. When she does enter the room, she won't even look at me and has her back to me for the most part. When she does finally speak to me she says, "Why are you looking at me? Go back to watching your show." At this point, I tell her that I expect her to account for herself and why she's been MIA for so long. She then tells me that she and the coworker went to the bar, went home, watched 50 Shades, started part 2 and she then passed out. When she woke up, her coworker had left her in her house by herself and went to her boyfriend's house. At that point she came home. She said all she had to drink was 3 Bloody Marias and a shot of tequila the night before. This is a lie, I'm sure, because she was still drunk. When I pressed her, she went into the bathroom again for several minutes after just using the bathroom less than 5 minutes before. And then she told me that she stopped at the gas station to use the bathroom during her 5-minute ride home. I asked her repeatedly to tell me the truth because I didn't believe the story and she refused. She claimed that she would never lie or cheat, so I called her out on the other guy who was her sister's ex. She told me that all they did was kiss and I told her that I didn't believe that because she had tried too hard to hide it and that wouldn't justify me leaving her and taking the kids. I pointed out that that lie and her behavior is what was making me doubt her telling me the truth. I then asked why she was still drunk if she had so little to drink and why she was so tired if she had gotten nearly 10 to 11 hours of sleep. Because if she just got home, she must have left her friend's house around 3:30 p.m. In an attempt to convince me she's telling the truth, she offered to show me an email from the sister's ex talking about how they never had sex, which blew me away. Of course, that stream had been deleted, but I did see where she sent her friend a text before noon that she had woken up and left to go home. 4 hours before she arrived. She told me that she didn't know what time she left, even though the text did. Then she said that her only stop on the 10-minute path home was a Citgo gas station because she didn't feel well, so she passed out in the parking lot in her car. This is BS because she texted her work friend again at 2:30 to tell her that she had a great time last night and that she would talk to her later. I continued to ask her where she had been and what she had been doing, to which she offered that she bought $25 worth of coke, which gave her about 3 lines, and she was afraid to tell me. I told her that still didn't explain what she did the night before. Where was she for the 4 hours between leaving her friend's house and getting home? Why was she so tired if she had gotten so much sleep? And finally, why was she still drunk the following evening? Her response was, "F you if you don't believe me. I don't care." At that point I dropped it because I obviously wasn't getting anywhere, and she proceeded to sleep for like 10 hours. While she was asleep, I went to Citgo and gave them a story about her car being hit while she was parked there not feeling well, and asked them to review the tape, but there was no sign of her car sitting in front of the store for 3 to 4 hours. The next day she apologized for anything she may have said and that she drank too much and that she was still drunk since leaving her friend's house and getting home 4 hours later. She also offered me sex, which she never does, but has said nothing else about it. Today, Monday, it's obviously still on my mind and she asked me what now? I didn't respond. I'm not stupid, so it seems obvious to me that there were some activities going on that she doesn't want me to know about. Especially since she threw out coke to try and get me to stop questioning her. I figure with that tactic, the rest of her night must have been a doozy. Here is the second story. Our summer was eventful as I discovered about my wife's. I, 24M, found out my wife, 21F, had an affair during the summer about 3 weeks after it started. We've been together for almost 7 years and just celebrated our first anniversary. It hurt that she was willing to marry me and then 6 months later risk throwing away our marriage. I forgave her because she had never done anything so selfish all these years. On top of that, she was drunk and depressed. I hate how easily she was manipulated by the sociopath who is a serial AP. I told her what he was trying to do, but she insisted I had nothing to worry about and I was being paranoid. Her car broke down and I had to fix it, but she needed to get to work, so she told me she was staying at another's coworker's house. I'm not sure if she ever did go to that house, but she did go out with her coworkers and drink like she had been doing for the past 2 weeks without telling me. And then AP drove her to his house those 2 nights. The sexual relationship only happened twice, but the emotional relationship lasted over a month. She wouldn't admit till I found very damning evidence and told her if she admitted everything we could work through it. But if she didn't tell me everything right, then I wasn't going to give her a second chance. I love her and hate her so much. The first couple months I threw myself into alcohol, Tinder, and considered killing myself most nights. She stuck with me and has shown true remorse, and I did get a little better till December. I feel broken. I don't know who I am anymore or what I believe. Before the affair I would drink once every 1 or 2 months, and now I struggle not to on most days. I can't stop myself from shaking. My hands and chest shake when I get upset. I've never considered cheating on my wife before, but now I can't keep the desire away. My wife is beautiful, but I keep looking at even average women for some emotional relationship to develop. Fortunately, I don't have a gun, otherwise I probably wouldn't be here. This is all compounded by the fact that I haven't been able to open up to my wife the past month. I don't know why I want to destroy myself. Maybe to stop the pain, maybe to get back at her. She is my only friend I've been able to share my feelings with, and now even that seems to be disappearing. Edit: a lot of you are saying I shouldn't trust her and that she is going to cheat again or already is. I can guarantee she isn't cheating anymore. Yes, there are blanks in her stories that I have to take her word for, but she told me far more than she had to. She completely cut off AP on D-Day, doesn't drink anymore, and only goes out with me or for work. She is constantly texting and calling me and updating me on her status. Yes, I worry she will stray again, but right now she is doing everything I ask and expect. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.